Hello everyone. I've popped in to do our AMA a little bit off schedule. To be honest, we're still feeling a bit there in the Graham household. The little lump down here is Miss Abigail, who is asleep, quiet. So I thought this was a great opportunity because in about an hour she's going to have her lunch. Or 1 or 2 hours, which is when I scheduled it. So I thought I'd get on right now and talk about one-size cloth nappies for you, because we are getting a lot of queries with the free post on the one-size cloth nappies at the moment, and and people interested about what they're all about. So I want to talk about, are they for you with these one-size cloth nappies? If you're there, pop questions up. Say hello. My voice is still coming back. I lost it for about 3 days, which the boys thought were funny. All I could do was snap fingers and clap hands to get attention. So, one-size cloth nappies. One-size cloth nappies generally look like this. They're one size because they go from about newborn to about toddler. So usually good fit starts around 4 kilos. Up to about 16 kilos is what you're looking at. That's the weight range. Now, one-size nappies are designed to fit from that newborn stage up to toddler. They're not designed to last that long. And I'll talk about how you get them to last that long, because this thing gets washed so many times. In 3 years, no one has a shirt or a pair of pants that's washed every single day and still looks great with everything working properly. So the idea is that they're to fit for that length of time, and to make them last, well, let's talk about it now. So to make them last that length of time, you need more of them. And there's a couple of ways. So you have more in your stash of it, particularly all-in-ones. And I'll go through the styles too. Particularly all-in-one, so you have more in your stash. So if you're starting at newborn, you need at least 24. So that's washing every day, assuming you're changing the nappy every 10 to 12 days. I can feel my voice going. Sorry. So 24 from newborn, if you're going to start in those first few weeks, you need 24 as a minimum, up to about 36. You're going to start a bit later, you usually need less, but still the more you have means you're rotating. So when we had our fitteds that were one size, we had 36 from day one, and they got us through 2.5 kids, and we rotated. So we used one, that one went to the back when it was washed, and they all got pushed forward. So we were constantly rotating, so they got even wear and tear. Bit hard when you have a favourite print. You just want to see that on bulb, or you prefer minky. Who knows? All right, so it's about rotating, and the more you have, so with your shirts or jeans, even if you wear them all the time, the more, if you have 3 pairs instead of 1, and rotate them. The other way to have your one size last a bit longer is to use newborn nappy options from the beginning. So for those first 6 to 8 weeks, your one size nappies get a workout. So they got so much use in those first couple of months, and then it sort of wears off because bub doesn't pee as often, and by the time you're at 18 months, they're peeing every 6 times a day roughly. So you go from 12 to 6, and it halves the number of times you're using them. So if in the early days, you can look at just some cheap newborn options, or and get some newborn nappies, pre-folds and covers. A lot of parents like the pre-fold and cover option because you can use your pre-folds as boosters in your one size. So lots of reusing, and then they put and you only need 6 to 8 covers, and they put the covers away for their next kid, or gift them on, or sell them, or rack them, or all sorts of things. So that's one way, and that's usually $100, $150, about that. But there's all sorts of ways you can make it economical. Now, so that's one size nappies. If you want to get the length out of them, and that's something we like to say because a lot of brands talk about fits from newborn to toddler, and you need 15 of them. Okay, so you might be lucky in that you only need 15, you might need 36. So if you start out from newborn with 20 is a good starting point. And with that, I'm also talking about changes, 20 changes. It's not necessarily always the whole nappy. And I'll talk about that for each style as we go along, how you can save some money. So you're talking about 20 changes. You don't always need the entire nappy. Okay, because the insert's usually half the price to the nappy. So I know a lot of people love Rumparooz, but it's sort of the price. Their inserts are half the price to the actual nappy. So I'll show you some of that too. So, all right, so I'll take you through your one size options and which ones might work for you. As always, we say when you start out looking at the one size options, just stay away from budget. Okay, you're going to find your material and your style that you like, and then look at budget. If you start out with budget, you can sometimes be just misguided, or you make a purchase which isn't exactly right for you. So we have that quite a bit with parents, and we say find your style. You can compromise on your style, share styles, and then you go and buy it, and it's going to be what your budget was anyway, is what we find. So, alrighty. Let's go. Okay, so starting out, you've got your pre-folds. So you can get one size-ish pre-folds. If you're happy with I'm going to talk from newborn. If you're happy with a slightly, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's gone. Bigger bum. Let's say bigger bum. You can get infant or size 2 in the groove eyes, pre-folds, and use a one size cover. Okay, and these will do you right through. If you find you need more absorbency, you add a second pre-fold. Easy. That's your cheapest option. You can do flats. I didn't bring a flat in because we all know what that is. That's one size. That's easy. You need a cover. Nice stretchy cover to go over those. Okay, so you got your pre-folds. You might go, yeah, that's great. That works for me. Your second option, next style, is your fitteds. Now, there's lots of different types of fitteds. These one's the Bummis dimple diaper. This one's your organic cotton. And these are from about 5 kilos. These are for a bit older. So you can use these for day or nighttime use. And they come with an insert. I'll give you a quick little look-see on the insides of them. There's those. You got your good old baby Beehinds. This is their hemp. They've changed the snaps, and they're softer now too. Then there's a bit more organic cotton in them. Or the material, they're just a bit softer. They're lovely. So these ones, and your one size, where'd you go, darling? There you are. Your one size, and I'll show you, will snap either. There's 3 ways you can snap a one size on your kid. You snap it down the front. This is the most common way to do it. Which one is better? There is nothing that is better. A lot of parents say size snapping is great for chunky monkeys. I've seen parents say it works really well for skinny minis. Try it on your kid. So a lot of stuff we see is really, it depends on your kid and what you're comfortable with. So some people can get a better fit with side snapping than they can with these front snapping. So this is called front snapping, and I'll show you on the other ones because it looks cuter. This one on all the baby Beehinds fitteds, not their night nappies though. You fold over the front. So I know another brand does it. Snaps over the front, and you can see at the front there's snaps on the inside. So you can make it smaller for newborn. So the beauty of the baby Beehinds on the newborn setting is by flipping it over at the front, you get a little bit more customization on the fit. Excuse my voice. Wow. And I'll show you. All right. So there it is on newborn. It's got one little insert in there. Now, if you're worried about the comfort level of bub because it is a wider groin. Because remember at newborn, I'll go this side, the groins are wider and you got that on a little bum. So sometimes parents like to go their newborn nappy because there's less bulk. I know. I get to goo and gar, Abby. All right, so there's your baby Beehinds. That's their hemp cotton. And we have in the Eco Posh now. I don't know where that came from. And they have a lining of bamboo and organic cotton, and the inside is a dark colour. And these are one size as well. And they're so squishy. They're so soft and squishy. Now fitteds will take a little bit longer to dry. So fitteds are great for, in the early days, for if we need bubs sleeping a bit longer, you can put the fitted on instead of the sort of the normal nappy with the PUL outer. I love these. All right, and these come with the two bamboo inserts. So you can snap it down to newborn. So I'll do everything on newborn for you because that's what a lot of parents want to see. And I get to play. Oh, I always get to play. It's so cool. Alrighty. They have a pocket this fitted as well. And they have the double gusset, the Rumparooz double gusset. So Rumparooz is their natural brand. Their outside is an organic cotton and made from recycled water bottles. So it's really, really eco. So on newborn, you could just use that outer because the whole thing is absorbent. But if you want something a bit more absorbency, chuck the insert in. And they're big pockets too, so Dad's got no excuse, or Granddad, or Grandma. Right. So, and snaps or Velcro? That's a common question. Doesn't matter. You choose. You choose what works for you. None are better than the other. Oh, all right. I know. So you can see even with a little bit, it's a little bit more comfort level. Cushiness, that's the word I'm looking for. Got more cushiness in it compared to their newborn. Alrighty, so you can see how much more material. Because you got, with your one size, you've got to get all that material somewhere. And by snapping it down, you've got to put it somewhere. So they end up a little bit more padding on the bot. All right, so there's your fitteds. Your next one up is your pockets. Pocket nappies are really popular. It's a really popular design because it's such an easy design. Alrighty, so I'm just going to show you the ones we have at AppleCheeks because that's what people like to look at. Now, this one snaps down at the front. Is the baby Beehinds. It's their tic-tac-toe print. Can't wait till they get more prints. They need more prints. Alrighty. And you can cross it over in one direction. Alright. Alright. You've got a suede cloth lining. Single gusset. It's all stretchy. Nice pocket. And you get rectangle and it's all bamboo and they trifold. Now, newborn, you just need that one to start with. Okay. And as you usually go up in price, the inserts become more contoured, more sewn, more features is what you start paying for. Alrighty, and can I show you on that one? I'll do it on the other one, I think. Okay, so you put just that one. And what's great is when you get two inserts, and this is not something we do with a lot of Australian brands, a lot of the Canadian and US brands do it. If you've got two inserts, you've got two changes. So remember I was talking earlier about you need 24 changes as a minimum for your newborn. This one size nappy has two changes in it. This shell is the polyester bit. It's going to dry way faster than the bamboo. So this goes through the wash. It's drying. It's going to dry within a day, but your bamboo might take a little bit longer in this weather because it's winter. And then when your cover's ready to go, here's the other insert. So you only need to buy 12 of the baby Beehinds pockets and not 24. There you go. That's newborn. Where's me, so you can see the difference. I should probably open that up a little bit. It's got a bit of a bub in it. Alrighty. So you can see the difference in the size. Alright, and then as bub grows, you snap it down. So for newborns, you got two changes. This cover will dry quicker, much, much quicker. And you can also use the covers for pockets as a cover. So if you need it to go over a fitted nappy, it would go over that quite nicely. You could do that. Pre-folds, flats. So pockets are really versatile. They're really good. And then as bub gets older, you snap it up and down. Now, that's the other thing I want to say. Look, my brain is working. This is great. Okay, you will find on these front snaps, there are sometimes images that go around about, okay, this is 0 to 3 months, this is 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, 9 to 18, and these are snap sizes. It's not set in stone. Because your bub up to about a year old is sort of laying down, getting all chubby with their lovely rolls, you'll probably have it fully open by the time they're 1. Fully open, you're going, this nappy's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. Once they're up and vertical and no longer horizontal, and they're moving around, they start to lose their rolls. And you'll actually find you will start snapping down. So if you find it's fully open and your bub's older than 1 or 18 months, yeah, this nappy's not fitting. Okay, snap it down 1, go down a size at the front, and you'll get a better fit. If you find it about 9 months to 11 months, that bub is, you start thinking, oh, they're outgrowing. They're not. They're just chubby. So open it up. It's all good. You just want that firm fit around the leg and the waist. Yeah, all good. It's all good. Alrighty. Pockets. Seedling Baby. I know the prints are on the way. I know the new prints are on the way. Okay, so this one, covers are generally pretty much the same. You got your pocket. They've all got a pocket. This one has a double gusset, which some parents like. Good for newborn poos, good for loose poopers. She's so happy. Much of a muttonness. This one snaps up and down at the front. What I wanted to show you, because I think I can do it on this one. Now some have, across the front, 3 snaps across the front to size it, going across. Some might have 3 or 4 rice. Oh, it's not a marketing ploy, but it's different. You can choose, but they've sized the nappy. Now, yes, I can do it on this one. Right. When you snap down on newborn, this is what it looks like. So if you turn it out, you should see some pattern. It should be poking up. So if you're new to this, here's your one side. Fingers go up. That way I should do it maybe. Go up. If you've got it down like that, you're going to get wicking. Where are you, sweetie poos? Because, there it is. There's your white bit that should be on the inside. You're going to get wicking and you're going to get leaks. Okay? So, fingers up, pointing up. Look like that on your bub. And you'll get a nice, lovely fit. You should get that line across. You shouldn't have bits sticking out here. You can help it. Nice and firm. Alrighty. And then the Seedling Baby. This is their tea party print, which is so cute. Really lovely. They come with a tri-fold or a quadruple fold and a small microfiber insert. On this, what I like is they've taken the guesswork out. On the smaller sizings, folded in 3 for newborn, and you're set. I won't stuff it. And then as they get older, they've already got it folded in 3. So if you want something that's a wham bam, love it. And then for boys, you know, you don't have to think. You can fold it across there and like that for boys or tummy sleepers. You get more absorbency at the front. Lots of tips. Eva has designed this beautifully. I know it's really simple. There's just some lines on it. But when you're a mama, middle of the night, during the day, and I've had it with this little one, if you can just take the guesswork out, love it. Love it. So Seedling Baby. Who else we got? Rumparooz. So like they're fitted, this is their organic bamboo cotton velour. It's a tongue twister, that one. Okay, so their normal nappy, that one, is a lining of micro chamois. Okay, and you get a microfiber booster, which is really thick and thirsty. This one has the same lining as that fitted. So you can see it's all shiny. It's got the same patent gussets. It's one size. Okay, and these come with the bamboo insert as well. Beautiful. All right, so I've shown you that on the newborn. So that's the OBV for short. We like the acronyms. It's worse than pilots. We like the acronyms in the cloth nappy world. Alrighty. Okay. Other option is AppleCheeks. So in Canada, some for the US, a lot of pockets, you buy the cover separate to the inserts. And you usually get 2 inserts per pocket. Because the pockets, this is their one size at the front. They got elastic at the front. Some nappies, one size, don't have elastic at the front. So the Rumps don't, Seedling don't. So if you want that little bit of elastic at the front, we can just give a little bit of bit to help with leakage. It's elastic all the way around. And they're made in Canada, which I really love. So they're one size. When you get 2 inserts, and because this is the polyester, and the polyester dries really quickly, you get 2 inserts. They're usually a rectangle. And like the Seedling Baby, folded in 4 on the long side, which makes it shorter, and that goes in. And then the idea is that it's in and done. So this is on their newborn setting. And the AppleCheeks are really popular because they have the ruffled legs, which act like a double gusset. So instead of being the enclosed elastic on your baby Beehinds, okay, it's a bit more ruffled, which helps contain poos. So there's the newborn nappy. So you can see there's more material. That's what it is. And you can usually stuff these ones really well. And then as they get bigger, nothing like a good snap. All right, so you usually buy 2 covers, 2 inserts to the cover. So there's one way to save money. So the insert's usually $10-ish each. Covers about 20. Don't quote me. We've got thousands of products. Okay, about that. So, and if you're really smart, you can buy 3 to 1. So 3 inserts to 1 cover. But I'll show you that with the all-in-2s. So there's your pockets. So save money by buying more inserts, and these will be dry faster than these. So we know a few mums who are starting to use the dryer because of the cold weather. Pop some more inserts, whether it's pre-folds or such like, if you don't want to use the dryer. You can do that. Alrighty. Okay, the pinnacle of convenience and ease in life is the all-in-one. And the other, and I'll talk about, remember I talked about the way they can be snapped on, one size? So there was the front snapping, like you've got my basket. So you've got the front snapping, you've got the folded over at the front. Okay, with the front snapping, you are set on where the placement of the snaps are. You can't change anything. That's where they are. With the front, this one, you get some customization. So as Bub gets bigger, you bring that up until you need it like that. And then you're stretching through the groin. The other one is your side snapping. It's all self-explanatory. It snaps on the side. That means the nappy is sized through the wings, not through the front. So you usually have more snaps on here compared, you usually have just 2 snaps on the wing. On side snapping, you got more here. So on newborn, be snapped all the way up. So Grovi is from about 4 kilos. I usually say about 4 kilos. Okay, and they got front snapping as well. That's all snapped up. That's in. It's a lovely trim all in one. It's organic cotton. There you go. Now, what you can't do with all-in-ones usually is take absorbency out. So all the absorbency stays in the nappy. You just sort of move. If you've got too much absorbency at the front, you can move it to the back. In the Grow Via, which it has a little booster that snaps in underneath the flap. Snaps. So you can just have that. And the lining is also absorbent. It's not just a lining of a sway cloth or a stay dry. The lining is also absorbent. So you've got absorbency throughout the whole nappy. If you want a stay dry layer, add your microfleece liners. She's been good. She's been so good. So you can take that out, and then as bub weeds more, you add it back in. Some all-in-ones you can't, and I'll show you the Bummis, and that's when you can't take absorbency out. But yeah, so that's side snapping. The beauty of the Grow Via all-in-ones, which I just love the economy of these, you can use them as pull-up training pants. So once bub is at a newborn, you've done the nighttime, you've done all this stuff, they're pull-up training pants because these side panels are stretchy. You can't do that with these, so no need to buy it. And because you can put all the absorbency in, they can catch a wee, which is the bane of some parents' lives. All right, okay, so you have it completely unsnapped. It's got 3 size settings, completely unsnapped, and you got a pair of pants. So if you've got a bub at toilet training stage, but are still getting the idea of it, these make good toilet training pants. Now, so they got use after the fact too, already. And you need, from newborn, you need 24 of these. So this is your most expensive option. But if you find, I just want these for going out or nighttime or when bub's sleeping, or however you want to do it, you can alternate with pre-folds, which halves the cost. All right, so you can mix styles or do your pockets or do some all-in-twos. So we'll come to the all-in-twos because they're really versatile. But these are the height of convenience. So if you're a mum who's just like, I don't want to really I just need to get on with life. These are for you. These are for you. All right. The Grow Via, the Bummis. The Bummis Pure is a all-in-one and a one size. And they have 4 rise settings, 3 snap down. Now, all of their absorbency is a bamboo cotton on the inside. So you've got a tongue that comes out. The all-in-ones don't take as long to dry these days because you got all these, I call them tongues, inserts. They're all separated, and when you look at your pre-folds or your pockets or your all-in-twos, they have all these bits as well. So they don't take as long. So that myth is now wrong. So if anyone tells you it's going to take longer to dry, tell them no. Get one that's designed well. Okay. Now, it does have a sewn in the Bummis Pure, the new print, Bohemian. Turn it inside out. You can turn a nappy, if you can get your absorbency layer exposed to the air and the sunshine, turn them inside out. Okay? And you get it drying faster. Okay? Now, this is one where you can't take the absorbency out. But that's fine. That's okay. You can put it in the pocket or out of the pocket. So this is an all-in-one with a pocket. And we love pockets because they're great for boosting and help keep those boosters in place. You can have a stay dry layer or a bamboo. Now, on newborn. So there's lots of absorbency in here newborn. So in this all-in-one, you can get a bit longer out of it because all the absorbency is in there. But you may not like the fluffy butt that comes from it. If you're not worried, it doesn't hurt bub, the fluffy butt, unless they have a medical issue. So there it is on newborn. And flip it up on newborn. So you can see one size nappies end up bigger on newborn. That's okay. It's wider through the groin. I think that's the biggest thing I want to show you, is it's wider through the groin. Alrighty. So there's your all-in-ones. All-in-twos. All-in-twos. We've got the Funky Fluff. So all-in-twos are great because it's like your pre-folded one-size cover. It's just that the inserts are contoured. Same, you can get side snapping, you can get front snapping, you can get flip over the front. But the greatness of all-in-twos is you can reuse the cover. A lot of the time. Alrighty. Some you cannot. If you want to reuse the cover, look for the ones with a wipeable clean, which means there's no layer on the PUL. So this has a bamboo layer on it, and you can get them in stay dry as well. This is front snapping. And as you move up with your all-in-two, your inserts become more contoured, which is why you're paying more. They're contoured, so then the trimmer through the groin, really absorbent, go together. So the Funky Fluff, you got 2 inserts. Use one. At newborn, so you got 2 changes. So there's that word again, changes. So you don't necessarily need 24 full nappies. So if you like the thought of all-in-ones and really good all-in-ones, but it's not quite in my budget, that's all right. Look at some pre-folds. And then after 6 months, you might go and upgrade them all. Gives you options. Okay, so there's on newborn. I can make it smaller in the waist, but there's your newborn. Where'd my nappy go? There it is. So that's a bit closer. So they do a newborn nappy as well, so it's a little bit smaller. But your nappy's going to be more fluff-bummed. It's going to be bulkier on a newborn. All right, so take the inserts out, and then as they grow, off we go. So with Funky Fluff, this cover will dry a whole lot faster than those inserts. So some parents will buy more inserts, so usually 1 to 2. Awesome. Usually pre-folds, because the cover is wipe clean, and I can show you with this. So if you buy an all-in-two with a wipe clean cover, it means it's just the PUL. So these are the Simply Light one-size covers. They're super stretchy. So really great for flats that are one size. You can wipe the cover. So if there's a little bit of poop, but it's not in the elastic, which, you can just wipe it off and you rotate 2 covers. When there's a lining like this, if you can catch the wee on the absorbent insert before it touches the lining, you can reuse the cover. Okay. Now, in saying that, I think that's clear. Any questions? Pop them up. I haven't got any, but I'm wondering if it's not showing me. All right, Grovire. Good old Grovire. I've been saying it all the way through. Alrighty. Their covers have 3 size settings. They're one size. They're front snapping for their sizing. Oh, she's been so good. She's been so good. Now, they've got a soft netting on the inside, which is quite different to a bamboo or stay dry. So a lot will have a stay dry sway cloth. They have really soft netting. Now, what's unique with the Grovire inserts, and why we can't keep them on the shelf, they come to you in a 2-pack. So like American brand, come to you in a 2-pack. The back is PUL. It's PUL, so it's water resistant on the back. You get 2 gussets. It's also got a fleece lining here, okay, so that helps keep moisture in. And then you got your elastics here. So you get a double gusset, and it forms a little bit of a bucket. You can see it contours that to that. So the wider end goes at the back. Now, with Grovire, you cannot take absorbency out. This is the insert. You don't get 2 inserts, you get 1. So this is used from newborn right up to toddler. Okay, you can add boosting, that's fine. But just be aware, for newborn, might be a little bit, okay, it all fits in beautifully. See, I'll put it in for you. You can't take out the boosting. So you can't make it less. For some, that's fine, but if you're looking for trimmer, you're not going to get that. So there's your Grover on newborn, and I've made the waist really small. I can make it a little smaller. You got little legs. Okay, so it fits perfectly, but there's your newborn nappy again. New. I've just snapped it over, that's why it's like that. It is a little bit fluffier. Your Grover. Okay, so your all-in-twos are fantastic because you can usually have, if it's a wipeable clean system, you can usually actually go up to 3 or 4 inserts per cover. There's the way to save money because these are half the price of a full nappy. Okay, so the covers are about $24. Inserts are 2 for about $13. So a nappy change is $13. Okay, and you buy 6 to 8 covers if it's a wipeable clean cover. Okay, if it's not a wipeable clean cover, then 2 inserts per cover is the way to go. These are so soft, that's why it looks like that. Okay, that looks better. Looks like a dirty pair of undies hanging upside down. Okay, then 2 inserts per one of these will save you some money. Because this will dry really quickly compared to the inserts because there's layers and 6 layers or something of bamboo in these. Does that make sense? And you can use these covers for all-in-two for your pre-folds, your flats, your fitteds. So they're really versatile. So if you go, I need to go into fitteds, do you need a cover? No, you don't. You've already got it. Alrighty. That's it. How's that? So I hope that explains one size. So one size is great for economy, fabulous for economy. Be aware at newborn they will be a little bit more fluffier on bub compared to a newborn nappy or newborn system with pre-fold and cover. They get hammered in the first few months, hammered. Okay, so you need more or buy more inserts. Okay, they get well used in those first 3 months. So sometimes starting out with a newborn option to extend the life of these is a great. One size fits newborn, 4 kilos. They usually got a bit of bulk around the legs. There are some tips and tricks with some brands to make it fit on premies. Depends on the brand, but you can pop a question up. This ain't showing me questions, so I'm hoping you guys haven't been commenting and I've missed them. If I have, I'm sorry. I will pop off and I'll be on anyway. There you go. One size. One size rocks. And when your kid outgrows the one size, as my Nathan did, because he was just tall and tubby, you go to a sized option. Sized options don't always work out more expensive than one size because if you do the pre-folds and then you buy around 3 months, you buy less size nappies as your bub gets older. So by the time they're about 1 year, 18 months, you're only buying 12, maybe 8 because they're not weeing so often. All right, so I hope I've shared with you some tips and tricks. I hope I've shared with you how to save some money with the one size options. Someone's calling. Unbelievable. All right, so one size is great. What's happening? Okay, the Switch It program is going off in the group. Make sure you comment. There's a competition nearly every other day. Abigail's excited. Really excited. So comment. We've just had our first winner for a Funky Fluff hanging wet bag. So make sure you go in and comment and share your suggestions for the Switch It program. Campaign. Our favourite brands are coming in with prizes. They're arriving every day at the moment. It's really cool. Yeah, I still get excited. We're going to be in Toowoomba on Saturday at their Baby and Kids Expo, or Baby and Children's, or Toowoomba Expo for little people. So we're going to be there. We're taking Breastfest. We're taking Breastfest. We are taking Twinkle Lily cloth pads. Alan's coming along as well. So we had so much fun at the PVC Expo. We're going to join up again to do another. We're taking some swim nappies and we're taking Handy Snaps, and we're taking Funky Fluff as well. So we're taking Funky Fluff along to show off to everybody. So if you're coming along, come check out Funky Fluff. Yeah. Alrighty. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Thanks for being adaptable to my crazy life here, the AMA. Any questions, pop them up. I'm going to go check because I don't believe there's no questions or hellos. And I'm going to go have a word to the app people to say I'm not seeing them. Alrighty. Bye.